phrase "I love you" has been thrown around recently.
Plus, we learned Adam can do magic and India loves Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
We're into the final week because our islanders are dreaming of the end.
But remember, Ekin is still the undisputed Pancake champion. I'm Megan Rose.
And I'm Matt Clewes, and this is Off the Island. Here we are. It's been a while, hasn't it? We do apologise, everyone. It's been chaotic in our lives, as you can probably tell. The background that you see behind me is not the usual one that you would see when we're on these calls, but I have moved flat. I've moved house. I'm in a new location. This is all very new. Thank you, Megan.
Secret location, huh?
Secret location, which if anyone follows me on Instagram, then you'd know. But apart from that, here we are. Meg, how are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be back and doing a podcast with you. It has been too long. So again, I want to reiterate what Matt has just said. I am sorry. We are sorry. But we're here. Summer's a bit crazy this year for both of us. I think with it being probably the first proper summer that we've had since, he or she who shall not be named. It just feels like everything's got a bit crazy. But it's been a wild couple of weeks and I feel like we've got so much to talk to you about. So let's get stuck in and we hope we don't miss anything for you.
Yeah, let's go with it. And Chuck, we want to mention, I know it's happened a couple of weeks ago now, but we haven't mentioned Jax because it's quite obviously an issue. I think the last time we actually did an episode was when we knew he was leaving, but obviously he has now left. It was obviously quite emotional. It was quite hard to watch actually leave. What are your kind of thoughts on that happening? I also want to kind of think about the fact that this isn't the first person to leave this series. And potentially should more be done.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's happened twice now. Weirdly, both the guys were associated with Gemma. So maybe it's the curse of Gemma. No, I'm joking. Gemma, I'm not putting it on you. We all know that I dig Gemma now. No, I think getting back to a more serious note, I think he did the right thing, whether it was completely his choice or whether he was advised that probably it was a good thing to get out of there. Obviously remains to be seen for us all as audience members. But I think since coming out of the show, he's handled himself and probably this newfound pressure of immediate fame really, really well. And when he was on the after show with Laura Whitmore, he came across really lovely. He spoke so highly of Paige. He didn't say anything negative about her already spending time with Adam. He kind of said, I wasn't feeling like myself. I need to get out of there. And I think that's a really powerful thing for someone that's in the public eye to put their hands up and be like, do you know what? Like, I'm not okay. And I've got some things that I need to address. And he's clearly trying to make that happen, which I think is quite remarkable, actually.
Yeah, and obviously his rugby league team, Castleford Tigers, offered him some mental health support straight away as soon as he came out. Obviously, he left quite soon after. Well, obviously it was announced quite strangely, actually. And since then as well, we spent a lot of time with Antigone, which you may or may not have seen on Instagram with his mum and her mum, and whether they obviously get on really well, which is great. Whether Paige is going to come back to him after, I doubt it right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a chance that she might, but I don't know if he'll want her back. That's the only thing I'll say.
The grass is greener, as they say.
Isn't it just?
So
until it isn't.
Until it isn't. Definitely got to remember that for like everything we ever say ever. Now Next time I see you, I'm going to be like, Meg, it's nice to see you. And you'll be like, till it isn't.
I know.
Right, let's move on then to, shall we talk about the talent show?
Yes.
Because the clip that stands out for me is the recorder playing by India.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it was okay. Andrew's reaction absolutely killed me because he was actually crying.
I know.
Danny was so trying to be supportive, but his mouth was just twitching constantly. And then Tanika, who literally was just hiding behind Jamie. Oh gosh. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's when Ekin goes, Tanika.
I know.
It was so mum-like. But also, even the fact that we were even watching someone play a recorder on well, not live telly, but national TV is the most British thing you've probably ever seen in your life.
Isn't it? That is so true, that. Honestly.
But did you learn recorder?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've still got it in the loft somewhere.
Oh,
maybe I should dig it out and play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Actually, fun fact, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star was the first solo that I ever did, and I was 3 years old.
Wow. Twinkle Twinkle.
And there's video footage. Yeah, I won't share it. I feel like it was slightly better than India's rendition, but maybe only just.
Okay, don't put yourself down like that. Can we ask your mum? Will she have it?
Trace will have it, yeah.
Trace will have it. Always count on Trace. But I think we need it. Also, were you good enough to have one of those? Because obviously there was the little recorders like this, and there was obviously the bigger one. Were you able to progress to the bigger recorder?
Are you talking about like a flute, Matt?
No, I swear there was like a bigger version of a recorder, like a thicker version.
That's a clarinet. It's a completely different instrument. Oh no. This is what I mean. Here's another one of Matthew's general knowledge comments.
By the way, what successful band has ever used a recorder, by the way? Like, why haven't they, if we all learn it at school? Like, why haven't the Rolling Stones used the recorder?
Do you know what, Matt? What a pointless instrument, really.
It is a pointless instrument, but that I'm going to say that sums up in the British curriculum. I can't even say it, curriculum, but there we go. I don't want to get into that. That's too much for this. But we enjoyed it. We loved a bit of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Yeah, wow.
Maybe I think that's just embarked something in my brain, Matthew. For another time.
These things happen on this. We get a lot done.
I think that's a challenge for next year.
Oh, so I definitely have mine somewhere. Actually, I probably don't. Oh well.
Record a solo. May the best soloist win.
God. Write your own
writing
song.
This down. Yes, we're doing it. Okay.
In your next music video, can you include the recorder, please?
I think I might have to.
You might have to.
I could be like an elf that flies.
Please do it.
Maybe like a Christmas single.
We'll talk about this later.
So Christmas. Yeah, we've gone on a tangent here. I think that's definitely going to be cut. So moving on. So let's go back to Adam and Paige, because this happened pretty quick, didn't it?
It was I'm not sure how much I believe of it, to be honest. Still, I'm not 100% into it. I still don't know why he's there.
No,
I don't know if I'm all into it. I feel like Paige was very, I don't know, I feel like she's actually a bit starstruck, maybe. Does that sound right? I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. And I just think that basically if he wins, I'm not going to be happy.
I don't think he will.
No.
I really don't. And we will come on to our predictions for winners soon. But I agree. I mean, I kind of don't hate him. Like, I like him more than I liked him on the last series, I've got to be honest. But I just feel like he's almost gone in as like a rejected dad.
I know what you mean.
And it's like, you know, dude, just because you haven't been able to make a relationship last on the outside post Love Island and you've probably lost 20,000 followers on Instagram doesn't really give you the opportunity to go back and do it again. But I've got to be honest, right? And this is, I'm going to make a little bit of a negative point here about the old ITV2.
Yeah.
Sometimes ITV has been known to make programs a little bit of a fix. And I think over the years, every reality program or talent show that they've put on has got worse and worse and worse. And I feel like this year, I felt a little bit let down by the authenticity of the show.
I agree. It's not been the same. As I've mentioned to you before, there is so much protection for the original Islanders that are in there. I feel like there's obviously a storyline that they're trying to keep to now. The challenges have been neither here or there. Just, you know, the classic Love Island moments that we've had just haven't been there this year at all. And I don't want to be negative about the show, about a podcast that we absolutely rave about. Do you know what I mean? But I know what you mean. But at the end of the day, we are talking about the show and we want to talk about the fact that it's not been to the levels that I think we were expecting. You know, where is the, you know, the Chris and Kem? Where is the, when Chris Hughes and Olivia Atwood were looking after their baby? Do you know what I mean? Where is this gone?
Yeah, like, I know.
It's been frustrating, I think, as well. And they're trying to keep, like, even in the unseen bits, I'm like, why hasn't this got in the show? Like in the main show. It's such a not scripted, well, it is obviously scripted in some sort of way, but it's the same format every night, and we're not getting a full reflection of everything and everyone, which is why we see certain things and we react not in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been annoying at times, actually, because you kind of wanted to see more. And the others have certain opinions and you're like, really? I know we're not going to see everything because it's 24 hours is a long time in a day, but still, we want to see more.
But remember, we all have the same 24 hours, so.
Do we?
Oh, doing well today. Honestly.
Oh, Meshko, don't do this to me. Obviously.
Oh, Matthias, 2 weeks away and we come out with so much golden shit.
Golden shit. If I'm bringing out golden shit, we're going to be doing this properly.
Right. I think that brings us nicely onto, before we talk about fire polls and other things she said. Yeah. What is your prediction? Okay. What's your prediction for who's going to be left in the villa next week? And who do you think is going to be our Love Island winners 2022?
So we've got the I think so if it's to do final three, let's do final three. I think following Luca's performance of Breaking Free in the talent show, which was my God, it was awful. And you've seen us do Breaking Free, and that was something. I think him and Gemma are going to be left in.
Yep.
I think, who else do I think? David and Ekin Who, obviously. And I think that we are going to have Damien India. I think it's a no-brainer.
Well, you know what? That's really annoying because we have exactly the same three.
Yeah. There we go.
It's almost like we should do a podcast together, Matt.
We should.
We think the same about the show.
We should pitch this. This should happen.
Yeah, mental. Okay. So, out of the three, I'm going to go first, who I think the winner is, just in case it sounds like I'm copying you.
Okay.
I believe that it is going to be, drum roll please, Ekin Who and Davide.
I agree. I think it's a no-brainer, and I think they've done it. I think they've been the drama. They've had the love. They've had the back and forth. They've just been everything that I think we needed in a few more couples, and they've kind of carried it along.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so good.
Yeah, they have been all of those things, and I think also, let's be honest, I think brands are just going to be jumping down their throat when they get out of the show. They literally look like they've been carved by the gods, and like they were destined to be together and make half Turkish, half Italian babies.
It would be, yeah, it's going to happen. Whether it lasts, like, I don't know. I just get a feeling that maybe doesn't last. Like, it's quite rare for it to last now. But I mean, he's the Italian that lives in Manchester. She obviously works in Turkey, but is from Essex. Maybe next year we can get him on. But I mean, we say this every year, but it's just Islanders. Why don't you want to come on this?
I know they're missing out on so much. They really, really are.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask you though, actually, obviously we had the talent show.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? And you can't say singing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell you what I'd do. I would do accents.
Oh yes.
Because that's my favourite thing in the world. I actually think I might even prefer it to singing.
Really? Go on. Okay. So what? Just do some for us.
Well, you have to ask me.
Okay. Let's start. How rogue can you get? Are we talking English?
I mean, don't get too obscure, like someone from this obscure island in Switzerland or something. We're not going to go. Don't be that mean. Let's generalize this.
Okay, let's go. Let's start with American. Let's start with American.
You almost said something there, didn't you? You should be good at this.
Oh, I did.
You shit bag. I have an ex-boyfriend that's from Florida. Thank you for letting the whole world know, Matthew.
I didn't say anything. Because you're a country singer, Meg. You're a country singer.
Yeah, that's why. So if I was speaking in like a general American accent, it would probably sound a little bit like that. And it depends whereabouts you're from. If I was from California, it's a little bit more like that. And it goes up at the end and da da da. And then if I was talking in some Southern drawl, Matthew, I'd be speaking a little bit more like that.
Love that.
There you go.
It's great.
Any more for you today, or?
Let's do two more. Let's go to Australia.
Flaming dingoes. So I just got out and the seagulls taking my fucking chips right out of my bloody hands, mate.
I love that when anyone does an Aussie accent, they have to mention these kangaroo, dingoes, or shrimp on the barbie. It's just, and I'm glad you said dingo.
It's like everyone has a buzz line to get them into an accent or a character. That flaming dingoes has always been it for me. I don't know where it comes from, but I'm pretty sure I've told everyone that's what people say in Australia. They absolutely don't.
Yeah, let's do like should we go European? How does that sound? Just go French.
Doesn't sound great.
Okay, it doesn't sound French, or should we just stick to England? Should we go Scouse?
Like properly talk like you're back in your throat. Like, I mean, Liverpool pretty shit, aren't they? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know whether you look disturbed or like you
I love it.
Enjoyed that.
Meg's available for accents all around the world. We're getting there. So if you want to book her up, hit her up. offtheislandpod@gmail.com is the way forward.
And Matthew, I have to return the question. What would you be doing?
Oh, I forgot about that. I'm pretty useless at most things. I wouldn't.
That's so not true, and you really shouldn't say that about yourself.
I wouldn't sing because I don't know. I feel like I need to do something different. but it would be a strong plan B. Maybe I would like I can do this in my nostrils.
Oh my god, they look like they could fit pennies up them. Do some more, Matthew.
But
can you move any other parts of your face?
Yeah, I can. I can't wink. I have to do that to make people look like I'm winking.
Looks a bit like you're having a stroke.
Well, yeah, it's not good, is it?
What about can you lift up one side of your face?
What do you mean? What?
You know, like a rabbit. You know, like tie a little knot.
I can't do it. It's just shocking.
Take a bow, Mateus. Take a bow.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Right. Shall we move on to our favourite quotation things of the day?
All the things you said, running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, running through my head, running through my head.
Yes, Matthew is going to be reading out more of them today. And I've got one. So you start and I'll throw in the middle and you go last.
Okay. So Lacey was talking to Deji earlier on in her time. And basically they were just getting to know each other, as you do on Love Island. And they were talking and she just said, yeah, basically, I'm a good girlfriend until I cheat.
Oh, that's reassuring, isn't it?
Exactly what you want to hear from someone you just started talking to. But at least she was honest and straight up very early on.
Yeah, nothing like transparency, is there?
Oh, completely. Next one. Gemma to Ekin. So Ekin was going on about the other day, having a little bit of an argy-bargy with him again. Pretty low-key for Ekin. And I think Gemma just got to the point where she just can't take her seriously anymore. She said, sorry, the way you deliver things, I literally can't deal sometimes. You're so dramatic.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
I'm just glad that she said what everyone else was thinking.
Yeah, too right, honestly. And she says it with such like, I don't know, sincerity, because she's just such an everyday girl. In some respects, I really think Gemma is very, very down to earth. I love that because they're so close now, aren't they, them two as well? It's brilliant. My phone's just notified me that it's low on battery. So if we sound like we're speaking fast, it's because we don't want this to cut out. Okay. I'm going to throw mine in then as we're on an Ekin Sue trail. So the girls had come in trying to get her man, as we know, as we spoke earlier. And she went, I'm not going to kill them with kindness. I'm going to kill them with Ekin Sue.
She just knows she's a brand now. She just knows she's an absolute brand.
Doesn't she? Mom, you're really loud. Be quiet. I'm doing a podcast. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. I know that probably blew Matthew's head off.
Hi, Trace. So also, while we're on, in fact, I'm going to leave the Ekin one to the end, actually. I've got another one. I've got a final one. But let's start with Danica. She obviously completely pied Billy earlier on this week, end of last week, after their little night out to the Joel Corey club. Big up, Joel Corey. She said, don't wave on your way out. He was punching anyway. Just literally just talking out loud, just saying he was punching completely out there. The utter sass from Danica, who, by the way, has shown more sass than Tasha. We've seen from Tasha, who apparently is sassy, but we haven't seen it yet. But anyway, it's another story.
Yeah, the other side of her that we still haven't seen.
Exactly.
But Billy saw it, so that's at least one person did.
Exactly. Yeah, and he got it out of her. Anyway, so we're past that now. We're so past that. Finally, this is what sparks the pancake competition that Ekin beat Natalia, which was brilliant. And I think we needed more of Natalia. I think if Natalia had been on earlier, we'd have seen a lot more kind of Love Island-ness, let's say. And anyway.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Natalia made it known that she was up for getting to know Davide. They had a little bit of not an argument, but a bit of a, oh, something's going to happen here. And she went, Ekin Who?
That is my favourite. I think that is my favourite of the week. So simple, yet so effective.
I think it's
And who
great.
won the pancake competition?
Ekin Sue, of course she did.
Go on, girl.
Big up.
Doing
Go
it
on.
for the Essex.
Exactly. Come on, US6 and Kent, of course. So that is the end of all the things you said. Shall we look at our fire poll?
Yes, let's do it.
It's big this week because we asked you who you think was going to win out of the top 4 couples. So we consider to be Tasha and Andrew, Gemma and Luca, David and Ekin Sue, and Dami and India. And overwhelmingly, with more than half the vote, David and Ekin Sue won.
Half a vote.
Half the vote. It was tight. Tasha and Andrew actually came second.
I thought you said half a vote.
Oh.
I was like, that's a weird statistic. And that's not very much, but half, yeah. 100%. They're winning. Yeah.
They're going to win, and it's going to be great. And I don't think there's really anything else we can say.
No. Well, thank you guys for joining us again today. We are going to be doing one more. We have got our final Love Island podcast coming out, and we will be discussing our wonderful winners. So keep tuned, keep sharing, and we can't wait to see if we're right next week, which I'm sure we will be.
Fingers crossed. Have a great week. Enjoy the last week. We'll see you then.